This week, President Barack Obama outlined plans for keeping a small residual force in Afghanistan after U.S. combat operations end there by the end of this year. In a movie now in theaters, veteran war correspondent Mike Betcher takes us onto the battlefield in America's longest war. Oklahoma Horizon's Andy Barth reports.
It's the glamour of Hollywood with the grit of war. Journalist Mike Betcher has spent 3 decades covering wars and terrorist groups.
This mission was met.
As the chief correspondent for ABC's Terrorism Investigation Unit, Betcher embeds with military divisions and documents the reality of war. In 2012, Betcher embedded with the 101st Airborne in Afghanistan and went to the heart of the Taliban's most hostile valleys. Over the next 9 days, U.S. troops fought the Taliban and lost 6 soldiers. Betcher captured the struggles, victories, and heartbreak of war, and compiled it all into a movie which made its world premiere in Betcher's hometown, Ponca City.
I grew up here. Ponca City's my home, and I promised Ponca City when I was finished with this film, we would do it here first.
A real-life account of the deadly struggles of war Scott Morgan saw firsthand.
If I'd have written out exactly how I would want a story to be told, it wouldn't have been this good.
Morgan is a staff sergeant in the platoon Betcher embedded in, and says he tells the story of war just as it happens.
It was really nice to have somebody like Mike, who is just a 100% genuine person. He's not looking to make a story, he's just looking to tell the story that's there.
And for the film's director, Christian Turode, highlighting the heroism of those in combat was key.
1-6 Romeo.
We wanted to do this when we saw the footage and we realized what heroes these men and women are and were.
This film is non-political. This is an immersive narrative film made with real footage.
David Salzberg is the co-director of The Hornets' Nest and says the film is not based on a true story. It is the true story, just as it happened.
If you do this long enough, sometime you're going to find a story that's way more important than the film. This one's it for me.
An intimate behind-the-scenes look at the lives of those fighting the nation's longest war.
We're hearing from other people who lost their sons or lost their husbands. The movie allows them to have closure. It shows what they were doing and what their purpose was for this mission.
And for those who fought through it all and made it home,
going through the collide.
It's amazing and so appreciative, because I think people are going to see this and have a better understanding of what soldiers go through, what our families go through. It's amazing.